able to secure Hilda safely? My bar for questionable has been raised quite high in my time here. Care to elaborate? Reckless. Perhaps a necessary step in seeking a cure, but to do so alone, with the region and the state it is, well, it's good you were able to arrive there before she'd gotten herself killed. You're more capable than I had assumed. I'll make sure you're suitably rewarded for your effort. Take a moment to dust yourself off, but report back to me soon. I have another job for you. This one's a bit more delicate than the others. You're dismissed. Oh, welcome back. How can I help?
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you. If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter. To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day.
You should have arrived a few years back.
I suspect that's for good reason. There's much about how we operate that civilians aren't privy to. And like I said, for good reason. Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very Vault's weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad. Not quite. When I signed on with Mr. Stoltz, I made it clear where my allegiances lie. He did not seem concerned with this. Whether or not he realized that I would maintain those allegiances long after the world came crashing down, well, that's not my concern.
We felt the whole
Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands. No, Daniel is part of the security crew hired by Mr. Stoltz, but he is still a member of my team. While I wasn't able to select my team personally, I have come to trust each and every one of them. It pains me not knowing Daniel's condition. Information on the weather machine, the storm, the Lost, and Mr. Stoltz's recent activities. If things continue to accelerate as they are, I may end up requesting additional support. It's imperative they be made aware of what's happening.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was...
Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance that the Lost have overrun it. Or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind. Be prepared for the worst. Oh, welcome back. How can I help? I still can't believe Hilda just left like that without an escort. could have gotten herself killed.
Don't leave much room for expression.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a break.
You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab? Who told you? Never mind. Yes, I am indeed Audrey Stoltz. And you are a sore thumb sticking out in my lab. Great. Introductions are out of the way. You know, there's enough chaos around here as it is. With the machine being broken, the clutter everywhere, and the electrified lunatics roaming about. So, unless there's something you're here for, would you kindly get the hell out of my lab? What's this? Oh, the blueprints! Fantastic! Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that I finally have these. Well, the name says it all. It used to be a machine that did the weather. You know, monitoring it, controlling it, just the usual stuff. I think we picked it up as a way to sweeten the pot when my father was getting the board to approve this vault. A bit of nepotism later, and here I am. My father refused to listen when I told him my talents are wasted on this machine, but in the end, the research fell off after the bombs fell. Later, we found a very important reason to look into it again, of course, which I'm not really comfortable sharing more on. Sorry, we did just meet after all. To summarize, this machine is important. My father wants it fixed, and I'd very much like Father to stop pestering me about it. Sure is. Biologically, anyway. Can't say he's ever acted much like a father. Nowadays, he's more my boss than my dad. A boss that keeps interfering with my professional and personal life. Anyway, you were saying? Yes, yes. Very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you, then. Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work. Perfect. The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for. Well, I could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin condition, I'm guessing you're not from around here. That means you walked here. You're perfect for the job. Believe it or not, the Shenandoah Visitor Center has a device for monitoring the weather. While vastly inferior in complexity, it contains parts that you won't find out of any old toaster left to rot. It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the part is remotely close to the one that broke, I should be able to do some modifications to make it work. I'll analyze these blueprints more and do some research ahead of time, just in case. That just leaves you with the task of actually fetching it. If you don't mind, that is. Maybe. There's a lot more to it than just that. You're years behind us on this, so let's just ease you into it for now. To set your mind at ease, we're working toward not just fixing the weather, but possibly even the lost themselves. You'll see. Just bear with us for a bit. We could really use your help on this. That kind of thing is not uncommon for a national park this size. They had lots of tourists coming and going. Inclement weather would mean closing down some trails, or the park altogether. Anyway, that's the past. Doubt the park rangers have much use for it now, right? So, will you grab it for me? Thank you. The visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff. It's probably completely abandoned. The building isn't too big, so you should be able to find it easy enough. Once you have the part, come back here, okay?
are you? Don't hurt me, please. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker. There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker got jammed from the inside, and I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this building. Bad news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now. I don't know who they are, or what they want. I've never seen them before. But they did not seem the friendly kind, huh? I just came in here minding my own business when I heard some creepy chanting and talks about some Alex sending them here for a sacrifice. I panicked, and I locked them in. I don't think they noticed, but I bet they'll be real mad once they do. The kind of sacrifice you and me would make for. Human. They looked heavily armed. I didn't dare get any closer to find out more. You've got yourself a deal. Come and let me know when they're all, dead.
Damn you, unbeliever!
I go to the divine light.
I stopped hearing screams, so I came through, to check on you, yeah? And I wasn't sneaking off. Never seen them before. Whilst they were locked up in there, I could overhear some of their conversations and chanting, though. They kept bringing up a moth an awful lot. Well, the radiation must have been too much for them. They also kept on and on about some big ritual and how some Alex had sent them here to help. Either way, I'm glad they're gone, and I hope this Alex person won't send any more this way. Oh, maybe we should have kept one of them alive, to pass on the message. Well, hindsight's 20/20, they say. Well, it's been my home ever since the bombs dropped. And I am really not in the mood for finding a new home. A deal's a deal. Follow me. I'll show you to my bunker. The machine is in there. Well, the machine you're after is just over there. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss. Thanks for helping me out getting back here.
Did you find the part we're looking for? How is that any of your... Be nice, Audrey. I am sorry. Sometimes my emotions get the better of me, and there has been a lot going on. I think I figured out how I can make it work. Just needed to make a few modifications on our machine so I can connect it to the part. Nothing too complex. It's mainly just the type of unique connectors that our machine uses, so I just had to standardize them to hook a regular part up. All we need now is that part. Have you got it? What a relief. I must admit I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from. I hope I didn't get you into too much danger to retrieve it. I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside, I never heard of any cult in these parts. Then again, I never heard much about any cult in general. My father kept me fairly sheltered. Quite literally. I wonder what they were doing there. Alex? No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what happened to them when the bombs dropped, but it must be someone else. Would you mind getting the part in place? It should be pretty simple after my modifications. All the connectors are standardized now to fit a regular part. I do it myself, but I just need a minute to gather my thoughts. I mean equipment. I'll be right there. Got my equipment together. Let me see how you did in placing the part. Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but a solid attempt for a first-timer at weather machine repair. All that's left now is to get a scan of my mother's eyes. She is the only one in this vault authorized to override security checks when we reboot it.
Audrey! Audrey! I thought I heard your voice in here. Oh, and our new friend is with you. Good, we might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some gibberish about a Mothman. Alex? In a cult? No, that can't be. I took care of her.
What did you just say?
Nothing, my dear. I misspoke.
No, no. You definitely said I took care of her. Want to elaborate on how you took care of her father?
Okay, look. I didn't intend for you to find out, but she was a risk to your future and that of our family business. I had to ensure you would stay here with us. I only did what I had to do.
Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling you were behind her disappearance. How was your own daughter's happiness ever a risk? Every single bit of my life has always been dictated by you, and I have been miserable for all of it.
Now, that's not true. You've always loved all this tinkering and such. All I did was make sure you were safe and would focus on what's important. The family business. And look around. Look how well it has worked out. This machine you've helped build and maintain. It's a true masterpiece.
Are you delusional? Look at us! Look at those mad lost running around! Mom is in a coma, for God's sake! How has any of that worked out well? I cannot reason with the unreasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance. We don't have time to get into this. She was a bad influence on my daughter, a threat to the family business. I had to protect the business, and most importantly, Audrey, from her communist ideas. Now can we focus on the real issue at hand, please, and take care of Alex? As much as I'd like to trust Audrey, I had to make sure she wouldn't turn against me. Cassidy had to authorize any major changes or security checks to make sure Audrey is keeping on the right track. Thinking of it, it may have not been the best idea to only have one person authorized to do all this. Well, it's done now, so you better get going before they kill her. Oh, that stupid letter is what got us all into the situation in the first place. I should be telling you off for putting your nose in what's none of your business, but I think we have long passed that point. Cassidy and I were shocked to read the note. Such vulgar language. To think she is well read is beyond me. But enough of that. Back to your assignment. Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her. We can't say for certain, but the gun I hired never returned, so it's possible she survived. And let's say that joining a cult isn't outside the realm of possibilities when it came to her. eccentricities. But even if it isn't the same Alex, whoever has kidnapped my wife deserves to die. Disguise! Don't become one of them. But yes, that is the brief in a nutshell. Knew I could count on you. Now you better get going. I will deal with Audrey. Meet me back in the atrium when it's safe to get my dear Cassie. I will send out some people to transport her back safely once you've completed your mission.
Shit. Something's close.
You're gonna need more than that, buddy!
The fireworks! Shit! Where is it? Blood eagle! Oh, hello, beautiful. Where am I? I thought we were.
Chief, Hang-Up's been compromised. A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But, listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing, the reports, the army, it's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief, not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part, make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit! I'm sorry.
You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing? How crude. Come now, my friend. What is this all about? Of course his men work for me. You all work for me, my friend. Allow me to explain. James T. Oberlin is a workhorse. Powerful, focused, efficient. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and a carrot, if you will. With too much freedom of thought, people like him are lost. James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal, and he was the delightful toy at the bottom. Now he was a highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. The best thing for someone like him is a simple purpose. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately. but not Oberlin. Oh no. A crueler thing would be shattering the only thing that's kept the man sane for the past 2 decades. I do this for him, you know. I would strongly advise against that course of action. I must warn you, disrupting such a delicate balance as the human psyche is a dangerous thing. You don't know what will push someone over the edge. But I will not stand in your way. Just choose your words carefully.
Don't you be starting to change things around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it. There was a landslide around the mansion. Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
You're back. And without Daniel. What was the situation? You're serious? And you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure? After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth. Thank you, my friend. This... it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I need time to make sense of this. It's best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth. Not until I'm ready to act. I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed. Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need. I'm so sorry, Daniel.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
weird things out there I've had the mispleasure to run away from.
Greetings, fellow cultist. How goes your cultist duties? Remind me what they were? We are his flock, guiding him through his flying. Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy.
Huh? Oh, good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you? How dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. I mean, thank the Mothman.
Our enemies can't hide. His enemies.
Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And just generally being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same. Shh! Don't let him hear you say that. You can't put our disguise at risk. Not now that we're so close to completing our vengeance. Suit yourself. Not like I got anything else to do in these dark tunnels anyway. Truly an inspiration. We shall follow her lead. She's on to something big. Bigger than anyone here realizes. Make sure you do what she requests for this ritual. Yep, all ready for the big sacrifice. Just sitting in the dark, waiting for the light to consume us. Oh, well, me too. Good, prayings.
His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. He is our shepherd in the light, the dark.
He is our shepherd.
He looks after us.
The dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us. You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his
Password?
powdery embrace. Let me try again.
Well, if he is, he better know the password.
It calls to us. He calls to us.
He calls to us.
Hey, I don't think I've met you yet. Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are? Holy! Mothman, holy! And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. Oh, we are all so excited for the big ritual. We are so close to being consumed by the light. What a stupid question. She is our leader, you fool. Oh, I almost envy her. She has been chosen by the great Mothman. Oh, I wish I was chosen. No, Scarlet, envy is an ugly thing. No place for envy amongst believers. The Mothman shall receive all us believers equally and consume us with the light. Ugh, is he playing all important again? If I did, I'd tell you, but he won't tell me again either since I told a few others last time. He gets on my nerves. He keeps spreading his novice interpretations, but I can't spread the password. The word of the Mothman is as clear as the light that shall consume us. Unlike his passwords, which are very unclear.
Praise be to
I like you, new blood. I'm sorry I can't help you with the password. But you might find something that could help around Alex's room.
At the time of recognizing, the world
As you
will
were.
be showered in his divided light. We are his flock, guiding him through his equine. Wait, no. Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from, oh, stuff. Great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from
can't hide.
stuff.
No, his enemies
Password?
won't escape. They'll face his judgment.
You may pass.
Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm, and Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm, and welcome back! Wait, are you new? Nah, whatever. Welcome back. His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. He is our shepherd in the light. The dark. Ah, shit. He looks after us. It calls to us. He calls to us. Hey, I don't remember your face. That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice. What a weird time to ask questions. I guess we can spare a few seconds. I like to get to know my victims a little anyway. Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me, They've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a special sacrifice. Got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual, waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet. For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this, Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth's clothing. We have one goal. Get back at Hugo. Do you know what that bastard did to these people? How he used them, stole their homes, left them for dead? There's so much about that man, that family, that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived. Right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision. It doesn't take much time around the Stoltzes before this story starts to make perfect sense. Hugo feeds off the vulnerable. Always has. Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away. Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. The family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way. I'm sure she would understand. But also, look at me. Look what I've become. She would never take me back anyway. I agree. You can sure try.
What's with all the flutter?